This is so ridiculous for me to even be saying, but there is something called STICKERGATE popping off over on Threads. Yesterday, I did a 4-part series. It came up in 4 parts over here on TikTok. Over on YouTube, I put it all together. But this is what I was talking about yesterday. Woke business owner versus the patriot mom. And this was a drama between a person named Michelle and a person named Rachel who does stickers and blankets. I had posted my video in the morning. I had compiled all of the screenshots and they had gone back a few days. So like this content creator, the Threads reporter says, Stickergate, what's going on? A few days ago, Rachel Doodles and More shared an email she received from a woman who was upset about Rachel's leftist political views. This email was bold and dramatic, detailing thousands of dollars of sales lost as a result of R being outspoken. Naturally, our community leaned in to support Rachel, whose sales have skyrocketed over the last few days. Sounds great, right? Well, another creator, Grumpy Greetings Company, did some investigative work and shared what appears to be evidence that the phone number associated with the email address sending hateful messages was Rachel's. The email address sending the original messages has since been deleted, so we have no way to verify one claim over the other. I will update here as soon as I learn more info, but that is the scoop as I know it. So now let's meet Grumpy Greetings Company. She started talking about this yesterday. She says, "Hey friends, small ask. Please don't tag me in Rachel's post right now. She's awesome, truly, but the imposter syndrome is loud today. We do similar things, but we're different creators, and sometimes comparison sneaks in where it doesn't belong. I'm proud of my work. I just need a little breathing room to stay focused on it. Thanks for understanding." So that's where she started in. Now, she made a video, but this kind of summarizes what she was saying in the video. She says, yeah, so if you don't want to watch the video, I'm making a post to cover all my bases. Today, I made the decision to block a creator from the sticker community, and this is why. Who knew that there was a sticker community? I did not. She said, first off, I want to say this is so awkward and weird, and I'm only posting about it because I know I'll get questions otherwise. Being a tiny creator on the internet is effing weird. There are like thousands of people here, and a lot of you popped up pretty quickly. I don't know how to be an influencer. I'm just some lady. I do not want to earn money from pity marketing. I want people to support me because they like my stuff. I won't be posting screenshots and emails anymore because we get it. MAGA hates people like me. So be it. She says, I know I'm clever with marketing. You love coupon codes, which is cool because, yeah, they're fun to make, but also is very exhausting. Instead of putting the focus on these butt heads, I'm going to be selfish and put the spotlight on me. I'm sorry if anything comes off as callous and unkind, just trying to info dump and stuff. So, but the thing is, I believe that posting people's commentary, I believe that posting people's words, I like doing that. I don't see anything wrong with it. I don't think that there's anything to be pitied over. I just think that it's cool to highlight what other people are saying when they are raging. But that's just me. But let's continue with her post. I'm trying to be the bigger person here, and I don't want to get into the details, but I'm kind of hurting right now if I'm being honest. When I first got into this summer and I shared my experiences with my MAGA dad and being a survivor of DV, y'all really connected to it. But I also know it gained traction because y'all love tea and our nosy B words because same. I started gaining followers, which was great, and I finally got on the map, got sales. After a year of grinding and being unemployed and on SNAP and poor, my husband was laid off too. Anyway, I kept at it. I tried to follow everyone back because I think it's important to feel like this is a two-way relationship, you know? Like, I don't want to just sell you stuff. I want to be your friend too. But then Threads started getting mad at me, and that like turned into a whole effing other can of worms. But alas, I digress. I'm just effing frustrated. I'm a human being with real emotions, and like, this sucks. I don't like having to block people. I don't like having to info dump and be vulnerable, especially when I feel like such total right now. You saw me in that video. I look like a rat. I don't know if I was supposed to laugh at that, but she made it bold and that was funny. She says, I'm frustrated because when I asked for space, I received a text message from the creator, literally humble bragging about their notifications blowing up, about how they will have no free time now. And then without a thought in the world, maybe they did think about it. I don't know. They hopped on my status and then bragged about buying items from me, which personally felt like pity and degrading and icky. And I hated it. Okay, so that's a little bit of the background. I'm going to skip over some of the extra details and get to her investigation or sharing the findings. Actually, I'll share the findings in just a moment. She continues with, that's not a friend. That's targeting someone when they are down. That's building yourself up by standing on the back of others. That's just mean. And I'm saying this as the owner of Grumpy Greetings Company, as I mean F. Sorry, I'm angry. All right, so that is the foundation. So she knows Rachel. This is Grumpy Greetings Company. She knows Rachel. This post is 16 hours later, so people have been talking about this all day. Like I said, people have started coming to my video at this time, but here she is. She's tagged this under STICKERGATE 2025, as if there was a STICKERGATE like 2020 or 2023. So that's funny to me. But here's Grumpy Greetings Company saying, Hello threads. I'm here to explain things to you like you're 5, and I'm going to try and be as clear as possible, okay? Today, I did something anyone could easily do. I went to AOL.com, I copied the email and pasted it into the username box and clicked next. She says, anyone could have done this. Quite frankly, I was surprised no one had. Now, I've had my suspicions for a while because I had previously caught her posting something sketchy. Clicking next was a risk because oh my God, what if the email didn't exist? And oh my God, what if I was wrong the whole time and she's just genuine? She posts this, it says, that was not the case. When I hit next, it brought me to a verification screen, something new I didn't even know existed within the capabilities of America Online. She says the first digit of the phone number matched the beginning of Doodlebug's number. I was like, F, dude, no way. I scrambled for the phone. Could it be? Was it this easy? Did the last visible numbers match up? She says, F, they did. Those were the last 2 numbers of her number. Effing what? I proceeded to crash out on my bed while frantically began texting friends. I crashed out so loudly, Mr. Grumpy came running up the stairs, ready to punch an effing intruder. I tried posting a screen cap, but Threads won't let me post any because I'm being mass reported. So that's going to be another thing that comes into it because the doodle bugs are now targeting Grumpy Greetings Company. All right, she says, I started flailing. My fingers were moving frantically on my keyboard. This was damning. This was effing infuriating. I was on the brink. Insert a friend here who kindly told me to calm down and wait. I had another friend start screaming at me for the last 4 digits of her number. I was like, why? What the F? The sense of urgency threw me. A woman with chronic anxiety. It wasn't until after I gave her the last 4 digits of the number that I understood. There was a way to prove this even more than I already had. I was crashing out so effing hard, I overlooked it. Pause. A commercial break. Yes, B-word. This is Hulu now. Please take a look at this thread and support the small businesses posting here. So she does a commercial break and inserts her older post because you see this is 8 hours ago. This is 12 hours ago. And she wants people to go look. She says, and we're back. My friend entered the last 4 digits of her phone number and the verification code was sent. We collectively freaked out. What are the odds that 5 digits of that masked number matched her number exactly, and that the last 4 digits were actually confirmed and sent the verification message? So I failed math. If anyone would like to actually post the odds, I'm curious. So I am chaotic good, and I decided to post the redacted receipts because there's real money involved, and this is poopy, and people needed to know. I redacted private information because, bro, I'm not going to dox someone. Let me stop right there. That's part 1. I'm going to continue part 2 in a new video. This is part 2 of the STICKERGATE recap, and I'm just posting this right here because people are invested in really looking, because that whole situation with Rachel's and her doodle company, it went viral, and so now people are piling on. It's a really big mess over there. This is where we ended part 1. Grumpy said that she put in the verification code. It matched exactly, but she said, I'm not putting anyone's information out there. I'm not doxing anyone. She says, before I released the info, I refunded her order because it was the right thing to do. I posted the receipts, and then I panicked and spiraled for like 20 minutes because I kid about being the villain, but really I don't want to be. I just want to be the good guy, chaotic good. I began to receive an influx of messages and comments shortly after. A lot of people saying, no, and oh my God, I believed her. It's been a mixed bag, really. Threads started getting weird, but I just posted a follow-up saying not to harass her because, like, yeah, she effed up, but she's a human and we make mistakes. And yeah, that was a big one, but also she's clearly going through something and she needs to process and learn from this. She says, and then y'all went cray because we are all bored and living in a fever dream where Donald Trump is president and people are getting kidnapped. So I went to email. She says, I had a notification from Rachel. At 8:59 p.m., she requested a refund for the order and a message from me once it was processed. It already sent it automatically. I'm an effing paranoid person. I just resent the auto email. I did not engage, nor will I. Now, here's the thing. If I were her and I was not lying, I would do something simple. Did you know IPs are tucked away into email headers? I would screen record, navigate the header of the email from Michelle, and display the IP address where it originated. Usually the IP address is listed there, and I would do this with full visibility of my own IP address on the screen for transparency. Doodlebug is now waging war on this account by sending her fans after me. There's an active campaign against my small business to be taken down because I'm harassing her. I'm not harassing anyone. I have been very clear in my messaging not to engage. Just unfollow her and do what you want with the information. She says, and now I rest, but not before my closing commercial. Hey, did you know I'm actively raising money for Feeding America? We hit over $1,000, which is equivalent of 10,000 meals. No one deserves to go hungry. Please donate if you can. And then she gives the link for Feeding America. Here we go, Feeding America. And then she says, boom, mic drop. So I am going to, people are all in her comments and everything. But as I was collecting screenshots, there was some news. I was going to go through some comments and reactions and everything, but I noticed that Rachel had posted. Listen to this pinned post. I am sorry I effed up. The whole Michelle thing got bigger than I ever imagined. What started as a silly response to an actual troll form turned into something that I thought would be a silly marketing opportunity. When the interactions went viral, I saw it as an opportunity to chip away at debt before Christmas. But I also know some people felt misled and lied to. I'm genuinely sorry. It's not that people felt misled and lied to. People were misled and lied to. She says, I am not a scammer. Product was ordered, and this wasn't a ploy to take money and run. If you have concerns about your order, please reply to your order email. I will not be handling order information from Threads. The support from so many of you through all of this means the world. Thank you for giving grace to a human just trying her best. I hope I can give all of you the opportunity to rebuild that trust moving forward. Additional information, Rachel Heil is a separate assistant and is not me. So she posted that just now. And there was a big time gap from the time that she posted that and what she posted yesterday evening, because this was 14 hours ago. She says, packing progress, over 80 orders ready to ship out tomorrow. Plan to work more after dinner. I have a lot to do, but hey, the first set of pre-order blankets is on the way to me right now. And that's the thing. She posted this. It went viral. It became bigger than she imagined. And she started raking in lots of money. She started getting lots of followers, and that's wild. And I know that I was a part of it because I talked about this on my page. But the fact that, like, we've talked about viral stories before, we have, but a lot of the times they don't include spending money. And I do know that she posted things about some stickers and stuff, and those are not that expensive. But the fact that she played in our faces right now and then sent people after Grumpy Greetings Company is vile. Windsor Reads took her post and then she made this comment. She says, now that you're limiting our ability to repost, quote, mention, and comment, girl, what the F? We don't feel lied to. You effing lied. And people bought stuff to support you. Please do some inner searching and come back with a legitimate apology. But until then, and then she does this, with the hands raised. So I have wrapped up the story, but I did want to share this post that was posted in her Facebook post. A lot of people didn't even know she had a Facebook page. All right, it says, important, please read. Rachel is going through a lot right now. She has surpassed her entire month of October sales in just 5 days. That's how much money she made off of this marketing scheme. She has a lot of orders to go through and will probably be pausing the website for a short time. Additionally, there's some other drama, only semi-Michelle related, on Threads. Can you please report? This is where they were sending people after Grumpy Greetings Co. Can you please report Grumpy Greetings Company on Threads? She's claiming that Rachel has harassed her to the point that she felt she needed to block her. This is untrue. Rachel only placed an order with her and chatted with her about the Michelle saga. It is now Liana that is encouraging people to harass Rachel, and Rachel is now in a very poor mental state. So Rachel is going to have to come clean about sending people to report Grumpy Greetings Company. Rachel is asking that you please not comment or engage with her comments, but please report anything that is encouraging people to harass or dox Rachel. We just want to bring her some peace and only start more drama in Leanna's comments. Okay, I'm sorry. Leanna is Grumpy Greetings Company. Okay, sorry about that. I had to connect that. So she says, and starting more drama in Leanna's comments will only make it worse. Thank you for everything that you do for Rachel and for Doodles. We can't do this without you. Okay, so that is a mess. It's all a complete mess. And I'm going to end that there. If you did buy something based on my video yesterday, I'm sorry. I was just reporting on a viral thread. I apologize for my part in it, but I am doing my part to bring the information as I have received it. If you want a refund, like she said, if you have any concerns, reply to the email. Request a refund if you felt scammed and you don't want to support this woman. But let me know what you think about all of this and how it has played out. There's a whole lot more going on, a lot more commentary. We have a white woman, and it's people are starting to bring in the racial dynamics of it. This white woman felt attacked. And then we got black women coming into it like, y'all gave all of this money to this woman who's a scammer. But when black women need assistance with anything, y'all don't come through. So there's a whole lot going on. But I wanted to just bring this information, drop it here, and y'all do with it what you will. Tell me what you think about all of this. Don't forget to like, comment, and share. This post right here in the Vent subreddit complements that other post that I did earlier today, where the woman was, she's married to a man that's 14 years older than her. He's the one that works. He works in law. She had a rocky childhood. She was kicked out by her dad after her mother passed away. So she doesn't have a support system. He knows all of this about her because he's the one that kind of rescued her. And now she's a stay-at-home wife. She does not work. She doesn't have kids yet, but she doesn't work. This goes perfectly with that because we need to continue to have these discussions. We need to make sure that our daughters know that these men will pluck them up. But also we need to know and understand why we should not be having kids before we are mentally, physically, emotionally, financially stable, because these dudes will help destabilize you if they can so that they can control you. Anyways, I've already done that post, but let's talk about this post, because the more and more we talk about it, because you never know who is going to watch what post and when. We need to continue to do these cautionary tales. She says, guy wouldn't commit, then moved a girl 15 years younger in with him. She says, I'm totally over this BS, but still feel it's such a cliche that I just want to roll my eyes. I was seeing this guy who was almost 40 last year. We were compatible sexually, financially, and mentally, and I even helped him grow his investment portfolio because that's what I do for a living. We started being exclusive, then he suddenly mentioned he wanted to see other women. He said I was too independent and sophisticated for him, that he couldn't trust me and thought I could be very heartless if I wanted to be, which was completely baseless. After he said that he's looking elsewhere, we pretty much became friends with benefits and was on and off for months. During that time, he started seeing this younger woman, about 25. She worked a minimum wage job in a town that's 90 miles away. Eventually, he told me he decided to move her in with him after seeing her for only a few months, and since she would have to quit her job, he would cover all of her living expenses. My reaction was pretty much, what the F? You're kidding me. I don't know if they're still together now because I blocked his number afterwards. I want to call him dumb, but I think he's worse than dumb, maybe a coward. I don't think a lot of these dudes like a partnership. They don't like equality because they can't lord over her. They can't look down on her. They're supposed to be the demigods in their household. So that's the reason why he got rid of her and got someone that needs him, that has to lead on him. He feels like a bigger person. He feels like a god rescuing somebody. It strokes their ego. Someone who is on the same footing or even better than them won't stroke their ego, and they don't like equality. They need to lord over someone. They need to feel like a demigod. We have a man weighing in now, immaculate, saying, I'll just state what it is by nature for a man since I'm one myself. Let me start by saying it didn't really have anything to do with you per se. It's just what is mostly desired by men. Today's society tells women to become educated, be independent, a boss chick, etc. But to be real with you, a man doesn't want a woman like that, at least not to marry. A man is to provide and protect and wants a completely feminine woman, meaning not just by actions, but also in a sense of needing him. Think about it. She is making minimum wage, probably not even as close as intelligent to you, etc. That's what a man is wired to be fully attracted to. He doesn't want to come home and compete, match wits and intelligence, etc. That would be like dating another man because those things are masculine traits. Being smart and having your own money makes you masculine. They keep telling us that over and over. I'm telling you this because most people, as you can see, will only lick your wounds and lie to you and say he wasn't ish, when in reality, you became the exact thing a man doesn't want in a woman. So for all of you boss babes in here that want high earning career, be able to argue with the man, etc. Just know those men that you probably won't want you back. And please don't comment about one-offs, because the exceptions don't make the rule. This, by the way, can be researched of what I just said and how it's been from the beginning of time. So the BS influence world telling women to do the feminist movement will only leave you alone with the farm of animals or with a simp who you really don't want, but is the only thing left out here to get. So women, dim your light, come backwards, roll back your education, roll back your successes so you can get one of these people. But if the relationship goes south, then you're not entitled to anything. You'll just be left on the curb. You will have to fend for yourself. Otherwise, you're a gold digger. There's so many mixed messages out there, but basically, ladies need to know and understand. You need to be able to stand on your own 2 feet. You need to have financial independence, because when you are completely dependent on somebody, then they can kick you out and you have absolutely nothing. So yes, this is the exact same thing that men repeat. They regurgitate this all the time, but they do want women dependent on them because they want to be in control. They want to be able to kick women out when they choose to. So don't become a victim of that. I'm going to segue into this post. So you have these dudes that are consistently wanting women to, not have any money, not be educated and everything. But they also, some of these men, and it's pretty much the same men, they want to strip women's right to vote. This was posted in the feminism subreddit. It's titled, "Sexism is Showing After the mamdani Win." It says, just some of the comments. They can't even pretend anymore. Obviously, democracy is so important until someone votes differently than you and, is a woman. Oh, LOL, don't forget the racism. So this was a Fox video, and these are some of the comments on the Fox video. On the Chiron here, it says, Fox News projects Spanberger to win Virginia governor race. And women had a great night the other night. But the description right here, it says, more than 80% of female youth vote went to mamdani, Fox News voter poll. So that is what this video is saying and what the description says. Let's look at some of these comments. Gorick says, women shouldn't be allowed to vote. They just don't think things out. Too spontaneous, emotional. Liberal women would vote for the 9/11 terrorists. Russell Workman says they voted for the most deadly beliefs against their very existence. Fat Boy says exactly why women shouldn't be able to vote, especially young women. Dumb. Swag Raptor says, women are sabotaging society. This is why I'll be single forever. I won't allow a woman to sabotage me. You could go get you a man, dude. Love is love. Of course it did. A bunch of welfare grifting hussies saw a free handout. They'll find out the hard way why they're stupid. Welfare grifting hussies. Okay, wow. Heathen Actual. Women have no value. Allison, a woman, and 100% of the illegal immigrants went to mamdani. What are the odds? Kim Kuhn says the young women today are worthless, always looking for someone to take care of them. Well, watch what you wish for. Custom golf supplier, you will get what you voted for. Good luck. And then this person at the bottom, they vote like they drive. Android says, well, they better be ready to lose their rights under Islamic law. Lucifer says that's why most women shouldn't be allowed to vote. Chainsaw Subtlety says women shouldn't be allowed to vote regardless of age. Now, this is what they're saying. This was under a video, but I was up and down Twitter yesterday. So many people were saying the exact same thing. They are saying all of this, and obviously it would take a lot to roll back our right to vote. It's just that this is their mindset. They have a mindset where they want to continue to strip away our rights. And combined with the GOP in its current iteration and Project 2025, and how so many of these men have these thoughts and beliefs that women shouldn't be financially independent or anything, all of this goes to why many of them should be lonelier, why women should focus on themselves and leave these people alone and let this loneliness epidemic become a mandemic. Leave them alone, because they want to see us dependent on them without any voice, without any opinion. Join the conversation. Let me know what you think about all of this. Don't forget to like, comment, and share.
Just your daily reminder that your president has a coochie where his neck should be. He has a coochie neck. Okay.